Should be going, I think. Oh, those little boomerang spin. Okay, so today we're going to see about finishing up Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, because we are actually very close to the end. There are only 2 full levels left, which are in this section. Then we'll have the Rainbow Scales and Rainbow Cliff. And then we will have the 2 final levels in the final boss fight. But the 2 final levels do not actually have collectibles, so that goal is just getting from point A to point B. You can probably guess how fast it's going to be, so. Last time we did Liar Liar, Pants on Fire. So we're going to go beyond the black stump today.
Bushfires at the bottom, snow at the top, and thunder eggs hidden everywhere in between. Welcome to the Snowy Mountains.
Ty, this is so dreadful. It's happened again. The children were playing hide and seek when a bushfire broke out. They're trapped and I don't know what to do. Please, can you bring them back safe and sound?
Sure thing, Sheila. Relax.
Yeah, I actually kind of like this level. So much like how the original Snow level used the Flamerang a lot, this one is using the Frosty Rang a lot. Also, one thing I did figure out that I feel I need to address is 100% does not count the picture frames. I didn't think it did, but the picture frames are a game unlock, not a save file unlock. So 100% is just all of the, I can't get up there. It's just all of the opals, thunder eggs, gears, stuff like that. And 100% itself does give you a new ending. But it's just the straight up 100% that gives you the ending. So we don't have to actually worry about that. Though it's, I'd call it less an ending and more of a stinger.
What, son? Here I am. On your head.
Also, yeah, I'm going to be switching a lot. Because unfortunately, as I said last time, the Frosty Ring does not do damage. It just freezes the enemies, which is a pain in the butt to deal with. Also, apparently my computer does not fully like the flames in this area. Kid. You're in an oven there. It's a good thing I came by. Also, apparently these dudes only dodge once. To double bite them. Alright, let's begin with flour. It pops us over here. Flower navigation is a thing in this level. You might notice there's one up on top of that pillar there we'll have to deal with a little later. Also, since there are bushfires everywhere, this water's not actually frozen. Also, yes, if you actually touch the edges of the level on this level, Ty will actually get hurt. It's kind of a neat little thing. I should check the middle island before I did this, but oh well. And we are catapulted to this kid.
Oh, jeez!
Who we couldn't get to before. Let's walk back and see about that island. Yeah! I will fully admit I'm not sure why Ty is using corpse flowers to get around. That's so far. The auto target is still as stellar as ever.
Here I am!
Technically, he's one of the things that brings death in Australia.
Over here!
Also, there you can see the dodging while,
Over here!
ow. I don't really know what makes Ty change his fight and what makes him not. It's not exactly clear. Okay. Let's go this way. I still love the little spins the frills do when they die. Here's the last kid roasting in the bonfire.
Thanks, mate.
Yes, I did. Since the game didn't want to cooperate properly with what Ty could latch to, I just cheated and used the Frosty Ring to make a platform right next to it. Shocker of shockers, when Ty jumps up directly next to it, he can just get up on it without any problems. I actually looked it up because I was curious, and that's actually the suggested way to get that one, is because the hit detection on Ty grabbing it is so bad. It's just suggested just come back when you get the Frosty Ring and get it that way. Okay, it looks like we've cleared out this spot, so we can move on now. Look how bored Ty looks when it roars. Looks like everything. I can't see very clearly while in this form, though. There we go. I love the effects of this game, but they're way too ornate for how close the camera defaults to. There is one more area we will actually get to play with that power-up, and it will actually be useful. But much like Lenny and Bull, it's never seen again after that point. Which I feel like most people would disown me for complaining there's not more stages like the Outback one, but I like that. That was fun.
G'day, Ty. Poor old Sheila's in a bit of a diz. It seems Booney has run off looking for thunder eggs. He heard you were collecting them.
Wait a minute, that's my job.
Oh, Ty.
So it is. Can you go and grab the little tyke before he gets himself into trouble, Ty?
No worries, Murray.
Also, this is bull, because Booney is another chase one like the turkeys. He will actually run away when he sees us. So I call nonsense on him gathering it for us to help us. Also, I think the frills actually wear a different costume in this area. See, that has 8 of them. It's no wonder someone can get up to so much trouble. I am mostly going to be ignoring Booney for the moment. I want to grab these opals. There's a little brat right there. Trying to make sure I've got all these little nooks and crannies poked through. There's nothing quite as annoying as constantly having to backtrack for opals. Alright, now there's something I want to show off that I didn't actually know existed. Apparently I didn't hold it long enough. If you get every 100 opals you get upgrades Ty's bite. And he apparently goes way further when he does it, so... Yeah! That just figures, really. I do wish that this game had, Whoa. Ty. This game was a little bit like, Spyro 3? In that you could actually unlock, a way to detect what direction things were in. Rude, getting me in the animation. Ty, hit the one in front of you. Yeah, like, the cheat code that makes, collectibles glow does not actually disable achievements. But I don't really like using cheats. I would have rather unlocked it. Games like this, or Spyro or Banjo-Kazooie, are ones that are actually fair enough in the controls and resources that they give you that I don't like cheating for more of them. I'd rather just do it straight up, but... Oh well. Alright. Get everything over here. Yep, I did. Alright. Let's move along. And as shown, the brat immediately runs when you come towards him. So yeah, I call bull on the helping Ty out part. God, these spiders make the most uncomfortable noises. Burn the webs just out of spite. These bushes are oddly coated. I should really be able to see through those, even though I can't. And maybe you mistook me for Princess Orchid. I feel like Boss Cass is trying to feed the bilbies to the spiders. Yeah, Sly, which is what that Tasmanian tiger is actually called. I could kind of see that. They actually look fairly similar.
G'day, Cobber. Those rotten thrills will be the end of me. They've taken to throwing rocks at the cable cars. It's a disgrace, that's what it is.
Leave it to me, Ranger Ken.
You're a dead-set legend, mate.
Okay, so I actually have a problem with this Thunder Egg. And the problem is that this Thunder Egg is a lot of waiting. So, that's gonna be a problem, especially because the thing I want to talk about in detail has to wait until we finish the final battle. So if you want me to explain about anything, feel free to ask, because we're going to be waiting a lot. There's only so much I can actually talk about sitting on top of a cable car. Spot where the boomerang comes in handy, though. I will absolutely do the sequel if I can get a hold of it. Tie 1 and 2 are the games that I have played, and I actually really like the sequel as well, from what I recall. So I would gladly do that. I don't remember too much about it. I remember a couple of things, but not very much. But I remember it was actually being a very fun game. Unfortunately, I've actually never played past Bush Rescue, which is the sequel. There are 2 more games after it, 3 and 4, and I have never actually played either of those. Though I'm not very keen to play 4, I would if it was gotten for me, but apparently it's like a side-scroller thing. And I mean, it's the nuts and bolts problem. I don't have any interest in nuts and bolts because I don't want to play a Banjo-Kazooie racing game. I want to play a Banjo-Kazooie platforming game. Likewise with Tie, I don't really want to play a side-scroller Tie game. I'd rather play a collectathon game like this. So, I mean, I'd still try it. I just have never really had any interest in spending my own money on it because of that. I've heard decent things about it, though. I don't really want to say good, but decent. That said, I am not actually confident that I can 100% bush rescue. I will gladly try, but I don't think I ever did it when I was younger. That'd be one that would probably require a bit more of a guide to figure out what I need to go, what I need to get, where I need to go, things like that. One other thing I do want to point out is that unlike other platforming games, Tie actually has locked falling damage. I could jump from the very top to the very bottom and I would only take 1/4 of health damage, which I take from everything. Ty doesn't actually have cumulative falling damage. It's kind of funny. I'll show that off once I'm done gathering opals. Oh, actually, I guess I missed some. I probably needed. I think I jumped the wrong direction. I'll show it off before we leave if you remind me. No, looks like I really did grab everything. I don't see any. It must have just looked like I missed it, but I must have just barely clipped the hitbox and collected it that way. That one I did miss. Yeah, I'm getting all these now because, trust me, I don't want to miss any of these and have to try to figure out where I actually missed something. And I did it again, didn't I? I'm the best at this, seriously. I did miss one. It's way over there. Wow, okay. Well, let's grab this one first, then. Yeah, these landing sections are kind of hard. Mostly because things kind of are dead center, and Ty is also dead center, which makes it a little hard to see. But we got it, so we can now move on. Yeah, I really would have. I'm glad I chose to keep looking around. I'm just making sure there's none out in the sky here. There's not that I can see. So. I'm gonna come way over here first. You can't go somewhere, it just puts an invisible wall like that. There's not really any harm in poking around. Here's what I was looking for. And then you have a second gear over here. And yes, that gear hidden in the snowbank is hard to find if you end up forgetting about it. Or not knowing about it. Alright, so before I talk to Ranger Ken over here, I want to talk a bit about this Thunder Egg, because it's actually a bit deceptive. So the thing about the Thunder Egg is you have all these trees around here, and you have a cannon up there, and your goal is to prevent any of the frills from getting at these trees. Now that sounds really hard, especially because there are multiple frills and they will go for multiple trees, but there are two tricks to this. The first is that there will only be one frill out at a time, to start with, or rather, the better way to say it is, frills will spawn with a delay between them. So only one frill will spawn at a time. And the second thing is that they all spawn from the exact same position, which makes it a lot easier once you know those things.
G'day, Cobber. Those rotten thrills are lighting fires all over the place. It's irresponsible, that's what it is.
Yeah, too right.
The department has sent me a snowball launcher to sort it out. But mate, I wouldn't have a clue how to operate the thing. Could you help me out?
Also, yeah, it just kind of throws you right into it, so... So the throws will always spawn from this area directly ahead of you. As I said, there's a delay between spawns. So it's a lot easier when you figure that out. In fact, if you're halfway decent at aiming, I'd say it's actually one of the easiest Thunder Eggs once you know that. This is a high-tech snowball launcher. But you have to make sure to lead them properly. Yeah, you can just hold down the button for the entire time and sweep it back and forth, but the sound annoys me, so I don't do that. My deep sorrow, we actually haven't seen my favorite idle animation. I think it's one of the rarer ones, sadly. Maybe.
You beauty. You showed those thrills a thing or two. You know what, mate? I want to make you an honorary ranger. I don't have a spare badge on me, but I do have this funny rock I found earlier.
You're a ranger. How do you not know what a Thunder Egg is?
Bonza!
Also, yes, these are called the Lightning Thunder Eggs. Because that makes sense. I might do that. We do have some more spots where Ty's just going to be waiting, so hopefully we can get it then. But I promised you falling shenanigans, and falling shenanigans you will get. Which is good, because I missed an opal over here, apparently. 2 of them. You might want to hold on to your stomach because this is going to drop it. And as you saw, no matter how far you fall, Ty just takes the 1/4 health damage he takes every time he gets hit. Which makes dropping fairly risk-free. So there's no chance you'll actually, like, die from it unless you're at 1 HP.
You did it! Thanks again, Ty. By the way, little Kiki found this in a log. I know you collect them, so it's all yours.
Thank you.
Wicked! Let's you and me race, brah. Betcha, Thunder Egg, you can't beat me!
Yep, pretty much. That is pretty much exactly what happened. Ah, Booney. my way. You don't want to glide more than you can help it here. Just enough to get Ty to not go into his falling animation. Because you're a lot slower when you glide. Yeah, how do you like it, huh? Apparently Booney is a regular, problem child from what Sheila and Mari suggest.
Ah, I did it!
Wow, you
Yeah, same thing.
Next, sweet.
Same thing as always. Alright. Now that that is done, we're actually going to go back because, that area around, the lift over there is where we need to go. I kind of forgot about that until I got in the race. Whoops! So back up we go. Alright, so now it's time to collect the stuff on the way down. There is nothing up here, I don't think. Yeah, the first level is completely blank. I'm not sure why, it just kind of is. Second level has frills and not much else. I will take the pie to heal my horrid falling wounds. Also, one thing I want to point out is that pie does indeed need both boomerangs to glide, so if you throw a boomerang and jump, he can't actually glide. Which makes logical sense, but it's just kind of a funny thing. Yep! Well, to be fair, it's only a piece of pie. But yes, essentially. Missing 10 somewhere. Probably down here. Maybe down here? Not down here. That's a problem. That is actually quite a significant problem. Oh boy. We probably missed 2 boxes somewhere.
What a ripper of an effort. You knocked the stuffing out of those thrills and made the cable car safe. I reckon you deserve this, Ty. It's a little something from the department to thank you for all your trouble.
You beauty!
Either that or the department gave it to him and just said, give this to Ty. He was just like, okay. Alright, so I got this upgraded super bite. Let's see if this actually works. actually pretty far. You get a little bit closer to him. Oh, come on, that hit. Fine, we'll do it that way.
Hey, Lego! Now you listen here, Booney. What you did today was very irresponsible. You could have worried Sheila sick, let alone me.
I'm sorry.
So you should be. Now, I hear you've got something to give our good mate Ty, right?
I found this. You can have it.
Ripper!
Yeah, because I think how reluctant he sounds.
Kids these days. Computers, internet, mobile phones, it drives you mad.
Yeah, considering how reluctant he sounds, I don't buy that Booney was looking for that for us. Also, I like to imagine that Ty just was like, brought him to Mari between his teeth, gripping the snow coat in it. Cheetah's got some pretty big holes to patch. Now, where are these boxes? We're missing, I think, a Bilby as well. Yeah, we're missing 2 boxes of gear and a Bilby. Question is, where are they? It's entirely possible they're all in the same place, but oh, I think I know where they are. I think I know where they are. Ooh. Oh yeah, I should probably show this off. So yeah, the Mega Ring bounces all over. It's really neat. It's just of limited use. If an enemy has a shield or something. Here we are. I totally forgot about this little cave. Now I just need to go back to the Opal machine and we should be good to go. As soon as I can find my way back to Sheila. Oh, I forgot the Opal machine was at the start on this one. Should be, yep, everything. 300 opals, 10 gears, 8 thunder eggs, and 5 bilbies.
So, you want to try it?
No, I did not. Luckily, we can just pop out to the Rainbow Cliffs. And that leaves us with the final one. Rex marks the spot. Thank you for the follow.
Sun, sand, surf, sharks and sea mines. There's never a dull moment in the Great Barrier Reef. Just don't forget to slap on the old sunscreen.
So this is another water level, as you can see, but I actually kind of like this one because it's easier to actually look for stuff.
G'day, Ty.
Rex and I are looking for pirate treasure.
Pirate treasure? Sweet.
I downloaded a map off that internet thingy, and it shows where Wedgwood's treasure is buried.
Wedgwood's treasure?
Wedgwood was a fierce pirate who ruled the southern seas. But he left pirating to try something even more cutthroat.
Politics?
Like what?
Teaching.
That sounds about right.
Anyway, legend has it that he buried his treasure on one of these islands. I couldn't decipher the entire map, but I think it's some sort of treasure hunt that starts on Crab Island. Could you take a look for me?
Sure, no worries.
Thanks, Darl.
So the reason I think this one is a bit easier than Shipwrecks is that this area is actually divided up into islands, which makes it fairly easy to section off what you're looking through. So like you go through one island, then one island, then one island, then one island, and then go through the water and everything. I just find it kind of easier to keep track of where I've been in this area than in Shipwrecks. So of course, first thing I'm going to do is come over here and clear this spot out. I'm not really sure why these are here. I think just for decoration. Because there's nothing actually up above them. Oh, and no, you don't bounce off the umbrellas. It's just a solid thing to stand on. I kind of marvel at that craftsmanship, though. An umbrella that can hold Ty easily? And here's one of the problems with the Mega Ring. It's going to be very useful later, but my main issue with it is that you get it right before a bunch of areas with enemies it doesn't work on. Look, the bouncy chairs are fun, and Ty likes to play on them. Nothing around here. So let's move on to the other side. Something seems a little off about that deck chair. I'm sure it's nothing.
G'day, Ty. Elle and I have been looking for treasure. Bonza! We've discovered the secret location of Parrotbeard's long-lost booty. It's inside this cave, but there's a problem.
What sort of problem?
A big 8-legged one.
8 legs? Oh, no! Oh, I hate spiders.
Well, you're in luck, doll. It's a giant octopus.
Could you keep it busy while we gather the treasure?
I love Ty's expressions there. What?
Good on you, mate.
Okay,
Keep that
teleport.
8-legged beast busy.
Let me teleport back out here for some reason for this. So this is fairly simple.
Shoot the tentacles!
Rex and his girlfriend here, I forget her name, will jump over these to get to the treasure. Rex goes twice, she goes once, and you just need to keep the tentacles off of them. The tentacles will actually go up and down as time goes along, so you don't want to go too far ahead of Rex. Because it is entirely possible for one to spawn immediately off your vision and then hit him, like that. Though he was past that one, it wouldn't hit him. They can do that fairly easily, so you wouldn't want to try to keep him mostly in your vision for this. See, there's Octopus trying to be tricksy. Luckily, I don't think they actually hurt either of them until they get to the very top of the points, so you have time to get rid of them. This is actually a little tricky. But the hitbox on my tentacles is actually quite generous. Sort of. Like I said, the ones behind them don't actually matter, so if they've cleared an area and a tentacle comes up, doesn't matter.
Bonza, mate. You kept that giant octopus off our backs.
We couldn't have done it without you, Dal.
So here's your share.
Wicked!
Alright then. Let's go see what's over this way. Ah, Ty, you walk so slowly. So here's the opal machine, and the way out. It means we're probably going to be coming back here. But since we're here, let's deal with it. Now you could actually kill these guys in one fight with the boomerang if you do it right. The problem is I don't know what doing it right entails, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and the game just sort of decides when it wants to work on its own. You don't really have too much input. Alright, so it looks like we've cleared this island out, so let's take a look at the others. First, let's take a look at these pillars over here. Ty? That was new! I haven't had that happen before. With the weird coloration that the elemental rings give you, that was kind of creepy looking. Also, yeah, you can't latch to the one with the flower, you have to actually hit it. I swear, every time I've streamed a part of this game, something new I've never seen before has happened. And that just brings us up here to where there's a Bilby. And that's it, this island didn't really have much. Before we actually go do anything else, I'm actually going to try to clear the water out as best I can, because there's a couple of things you need to hit underwater as well. These eels are our new barracudas. They will hit Ty if you give them a chance to. Gear. And apparently you can get hit in a cutscene. I didn't know that. But that's very good to know. First and foremost, let's scour the edge here. Look for anything we can grab while on the edge near the netting. These eels are ugly. Yeah, that's actually happened before. You might have noticed the frills have gotten pot shots in on me while I was in the middle of an animation after falling. I'm not really sure why they didn't code these animations to have invulnerability frames, but they didn't, so you just gotta kind of have to deal with that. More opals in the water, huh? Let's go ahead and snag these while we're down here then. music of this level as well. It feels just a lot better than the music that was in Shipwrecks, which I think is another reason I like it better than Shipwrecks. Nothing over here, but there's a gear. Also, yeah, your air timer counts down while you're in an animation as well. I wonder what happened if you died while you grabbed, like, a gear. I'm kind of curious now. Almost gone full circuit around the edge. Also, yeah, the outhouses here actually have really, really long hitboxes to account for Ty possibly being in the water when he passes by one. Which I find rather interesting. It's a good way of doing it, though. There's nothing in that corner, so let's go ahead and follow these around into the inner area now. Let's see what we can see. We've already gone along that edge. So let's go up in here. See what's up this way. A shallow part we have to run across. A gear we can get in a bit. And a button. That button makes the thing above us start to move so we can get that gear. Let's go this way first. Anything here? Looks like a broken ship and not much else. Alrighty. And we'll go the other way. Nothing over here. Extra life. I just keep checking to make sure I'm still going the right way, because it's actually kind of hard to tell where I'm going in the water. Look over here. This is a Thunder Egg opportunity, it looks like.
Those frills drive me
Very
nuts.
loud!
They have been tearing around the neighbourhood for the last week, causing all sorts of strife. If you can make them stop, I've got a present for you.
Okay, it's a deal.
It's stuck on the seahorse. So first, get out. Dealing with the frill boats is easy. Just hit them while they're
Can you hear that?
have the barrels.
Hear what? That wonderful silence. Nothing. Ah, thanks. Well, I'll be off. Oh, yeah, your reward. Will this do? I don't know what it is, but sure is pretty. You beauty!
Ty's fine with helping people without asking for a reward up front, but if you promise him something, you better give him what you promised. I mean, to be fair, what other solution do you need to problems except maybe bite it with your teeth? I believe I got everything out of the water now, actually. I believe so. Yep. Alright, so that means we can now start actually exploring the islands. So let's go ahead and start with this one. I'm gonna circle around this small one first. This is a warning, some of the areas here are gonna get loud. So I probably won't talk too much during those spots. There's a lot of these geysers here. Though. Hello, Grandma. That was rude they put you on an island. We got another geyser game up here to get that thunder egg. So plug your ears again if you need to. This is a little tricky because these jumps are actually very, very tight. You only have just enough clearance to make it. Yep, it is. Like I said, you only have just enough clearance to be able to make it. So you gotta be really, really well timed with your jump. That was not well timed. Closer? I think I'm jumping a little too early. You need to jump basically directly off the edge of that first platform. When they're a little closer together. on. So close. Wow, okay, that didn't actually put me anywhere near as high as I needed to go. This is actually my least favorite Thunder Egg in the game. It's because it doesn't really feel like you have much control over it. Oh, come on, Ty. That was close enough for you to grab. It really feels like it's just up to the game whether or not you get it. And unlike the gear in the Billabong, you can't cheat it out with a elemental ray. Got it! There we go. Like I said, the clearance is very, very tight. While I believe you can land full on the Thunder Egg platform, the second flying grate, you can only latch to the edge of it. You can't land on top of it. You don't get much room for error at all. But now that I got that done, let's explore this big old long island and see what we can find. Lobster. A couple I missed over here. Let's go ahead and grab these. These are in the water. I was on the shore, that was fine. Also, no, you can't knock these coconuts down. I've tried. Considering I left opals behind when I broke boxes in the last level, I kind of don't want to do that here, so. Like, see, there you go. But that one took 2 bites, and I don't know why. It's just kind of a thing, I guess. Is that all of them? Yes, it was. Now we're heading back towards the start point. Hello, Bilby. Goodbye, Bilby. Doesn't look like there's much else on the shores here. Nope, we're back where we started. I've got everything there, so let's head off to these 2 ones in the corner and see what we can get here. So Ty does move. Ty does move faster in his fastest speed underwater than he does above ground. Or at least he does above water. I don't know if he runs faster than he swims. Just checking the edges of it first. Yeah, looks like there's not really anything on the edges. There's some more in the water over to that island, but I'll grab those in a sec. Also, Ty's thing of grabbing odd edges continues. So you want to get up here, and then latch up here. It was a little short on the glide, but luckily he grabbed it. You just edge grab your way up to this gear. Easy. And that's all that's here. Besides some huts to burn. Not that they give you anything. None of the huts seem to actually give you anything when you burn them, which is a little odd to me. No, picnic baskets, that's about it. So moving on to the next island. Gotta clean up first. Nobody wants these frills around here, right? Buy another opal out in the water. More than one. These must be the ones that I passed up earlier while looking around on Coconut Shores. Got them now, though. And that's the area cleared out. Let's go inside. Please see the special recycle bins we have for the frills. I said that the techno rangs were actually not required, but I believe this does require the zoomer ring. I could be wrong, but I've never been able to hit it with another ring besides the zoomer ring. And that is this island cleared out as well, so let's hop in the water and swim to the next one. Oh, there's one thing I could think of to discuss that I didn't mention yet. Which was, I will not be doing hardcore mode. I thought about it, and then I looked at what hardcore mode actually was, and I'm not doing that. For those who don't actually know what the hardcore mode is it has 2 achievements for finishing the game and 100%ing the game under it. The problem with it is that the hardcore mode is actually a permadeath mode. If you die once, you start the game completely over from the beginning. And just no. I was willing to put in work if it was just a much harder mode. Like if Ty took more damage or something like that, but no. This game is easy, but having your entire progress erased if you die once, when Ty only has 4 health, no. That's just not my thing. Nope, I'm not. There are games that I will play that have permadeath in them, but not when I'm trying to 100% the game. And those games I usually don't finish either. So yeah, I will not be doing hardcore mode. There's not really any point to doing hardcore mode anyway. Because it doesn't get you anything new but those 2 achievements. And while I like getting achievements, I'm not going to kill myself over 2 of them, so... And we got all the boxes. Good. Sleep well, Maverick. I might end up showing it off if I feel like it, but like the first time that I die and the progress was wiped, that's it. That's as far as we're going. Believe it or not, if you actually do the Rainbow Cliffs thing, the final boss isn't really all that dangerous. It's kind of funny. And again, it also depends on how easily you can jump around and dodge, too, so... in this run, I haven't, but I'm probably going to in this upcoming boss fight because it's bad. It's really, really bad. And I don't mean bad as in hard, I mean bad as in badly coded. And looks like I cleared this one out, so let's go to that final island there and clear that one out. The final area can actually be kind of difficult because it's a massive change of pace from the normal areas, but in general it's more this upcoming spot that I'm worried about. Is it here over there? Oh, I see. Okay, because since I've already cleared this area out, I gotta make sure I grab that before we move on so I don't end up forgetting about it. This is another one that's waiting. Come on, Ty, we got a lot of waiting. Show my favorite idle animation off, will ya? But yeah. So I haven't decided if I'll show it off. Probably will. Probably won't go for 100%, but might show it off. Then again, I might not, because it doesn't actually change anything in the game. It's literally just if you die once, your save is erased. The game isn't any harder. It doesn't change like the locations of gears. It doesn't change how you get thunder eggs. It's just literally permadeath. So I'm not really sure what there would be to show off, except maybe the game over screen. But it's and I can show that off easily by just starting a new game and killing myself in Rainbow Cliffs. Yeah, like I said, this is a level of waiting. There's a lot of waiting around for a lot of these. And if you fall even once, you gotta do it all over again! Isn't that great? So I kind of like waiting to make sure I can make the jump before I move on, because we don't want to do this again. Oh! Aw. So that was the start of my favorite animation. It actually shares the starting animation with that one. But sadly that was not it. There's only a picnic basket up there, so I don't really care. Making sure to keep a sharp eye out. Let's see. We can go ahead and go up here. It's just a little extended spot, so we'll just come back and keep going around once we finish it. Go ahead and snag that. I believe I got all the ones over there. Yep. Crunch. Oh, I missed a couple this way. Go ahead and grab those real fast. We'll get to you other side of the island, I promise. Oh, we have now finished Crab Island.
Ahoy there, matey! If ye be searching for old Wedgwood's treasure, then an anchor-shaped rock will give ye pleasure.
Okay. So a crusty, presumably ancient old pirate knew how to use speaker tech and batteries, and it's waterproof. Or at least weatherproof. And moving back up here, we'll explore these two islands. So here's an interesting little puzzle. One of these flowers gets you up to the gear, the others throw you somewhere else. So which flower do you think it is, Pi? Take a guess. Left, right, or top? Top, alright. Oh, incorrect. Try again. Still is impressive how Ty can spin the boomerang like that. Left. Also incorrect. I'm afraid right was the correct answer this time. Alas, thank you for playing Ty's Flower Roulette. Hell, you little wiggly butt. Hey, hey, hey! Don't eat the microphone. Let's check out the other side before I move on. Since this island is a small one. Nope, we're clear. Alright, time to explore this other big one. Yeah, this is an interesting island because this is the first island that has an interior in it. But you'll see what I mean in a bit. Thing in that little gap. Nope. We're good to keep going. So yeah, you can't freeze them when they're charging, just so you know. For some reason their shield prevents them from being frozen. They do that because reasons. More boxes! Look at all these opals. And there's how we get into the interior of the island, but we'll put it outside first. I think I've gotten everything out here already. Nope, there's a box. One lone forgotten box. That is it. Alright. Really? Yes. So let's head inside. Are you ready for some fun? Because the inside is something else. This one's very dark. The second lava! There's lava here. Shocker. Also spikes. Lots and lots of spikes. And there you saw the glitch I hit earlier. Or I mentioned I hit my personal file, which I got kind of stuck on the spikes there. So here is the internal area to this island. We need to make it over there. We got some problems to deal with first. I can see a real easy way to deal with this. As much as I can see anything right now. You're gonna have to trust me when I say we've got a body count. I don't know, I think this place is a bit too Australian to be very Persian. First thing we want to do, though, get the final gear. And now we can navigate our way up here. And no, you can't freeze these to make them stop. It doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. Also, this won't knock Ty out of the air if he's gliding, it'll just do damage to him. But that's still kind of something I'd rather avoid. If at all physically possible. Kitty! Oh, kitty! Thank you. Maybe walk off, kitty. That was rude. I appreciate that you want to help Isabella, but I don't really need the help on the platforming. And there's the Thunder Egg. And that's everything on this island, so it's time to go hunt down old Wedgwood stuff. Though we're missing a few opals, I know where they are, because we have that last island to explore. You're going this way. I see the box. The thing I'll say is I will not be doing the time trial our first run through here, and I will actually show you why when I get out, because there is a reason for it. And that reason is an achievement. Uh-oh. So we missed one or two boxes somewhere. Maybe over this way? If not, I'm gonna have to actually search around. That's gonna be a problem. So cross your fingers, I just missed a box over here. And that's looking like a big nope. Well, that's a bit of a pain. Luckily, we do have a resort. So I will require your help with that. Also, diving actually does let Ty get underwater faster, which is neat. I didn't think it actually had any use, but it is faster than hitting the surface and diving normally. If you Google, I believe it's a Taiwan cheats. There should be like a Steam community group that gives you the collectibles glow cheat.
Avast ye, landlubber! Old Island is home to the very next clue. So hurry on up, is what ye must do.
Hopefully we'll be able to stumble across them and I won't need to do that, but if I don't while getting all the Wedgwood stuff, I'm just going to resort to that, because I'm not going to spend 20 minutes wandering around trying to find it. So we cleanse the islands pretty thoroughly.
Army hearties! If clues that rhyme to give ye a smile, then coconut shores will surely beguile.
Over this way. Really, the one problem I have with diving is that it requires deep water to do, which makes sense, but I'm using an Xbox controller, not a PS1. Not a PlayStation 1.
Deep underwater is where ye must go. To a shipwreck called Janie to see the next show.
Oh, that's a shipwreck we found earlier. It's just over this way. There we go. Well, I still haven't seen it by the time I grab the Thunder Egg. I'll just hit that and we'll see if we can figure out where they are.
Shiver me timbers. From island to island, you glided, jumped, and swam. Now return to the start to see where I am.
We only have to go all the way around. Where it could be. We cleansed these islands pretty thoroughly. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but that happened.
You did it! You found Wedgwood's treasure.
Ye've searched far and wide, ye landlubber ye. Now here be me treasure, so go, let me be.
Ugh. Well, one thing's for certain.
Yeah, what's that?
Wedgwood was a pirate, not a poet.
Yeah, had a boat and couldn't row it.
What?
Well, look at that. A Thunder Egg. Who would have guessed?
You little ripper!
Alright, so let's see here. Left, right, Y, Y, B, X, B, right. Alright. So this means it was entered improperly, so we should start seeing pillars of light wherever the opals are, like so. They're actually pretty distinct. The bilbies are black. I think the gears are golden, and I'm not sure about the Thunder Eggs. They're probably the Thunder Egg color, like the opals are. So right now we just need to wander around until we see the pillars. But unfortunately, I'm not entirely certain if it actually shows up if they're in boxes. Which could very well be a problem if so. Come on now, where are you? I think there's definitely gotta be a box I missed somewhere. I'm not really seeing any glowing lines. This could be a problem. This could be a very major problem. Aha! You sneaky little twit. There we go. Alright, let's head back to the opal machine. Apparently I just didn't look through the trees closely enough. Yeah, unfortunately they don't show up if they're in boxes, which is problematic. But oh well, we found it. And that's actually the last box we need to find in the game as well. So... an open machine is directly next to the exit, so we can just walk right out. Yeah, for some reason if you're moving when you trigger the open machine, it pulls up your boomerang. So we've actually gotten everything but the race, which I will show you why I'm delaying when we actually leave. So we're not going to go to Julius just yet. Well, we are. But, not to the talisman machine. Because there's one thing I want to get before we hit that time trial and actually grab all of the things. So this brings me to something to say is that the opal count does not actually count for 100%. Because if you get the opal thunder egg, it resets so you can collect the opals again. But they don't count, it only cares about the thunder eggs.
I see you gathered enough cogs, Ty, to get the machine going again. Jolly good. Let's see what we have this time. Oh, magnificent, Ty. It's a kaboomerang! This ring is equipped with enough explosive force to destroy even the largest of rocks. You should have some fun with this one, yes, yes, yes?
Yep.
Cue beauty!
Exploding boomerangs. And he's not joking. Look at this. Boom!
Ah, Ty! You've gathered the last of the golden cogs. Excellent work, my boy. Let's see what we get this time. Oh, my! I haven't seen one of these before.
You haven't made it yet, Julius.
It's a chronorang! Wow! I wonder what it does.
That's helpful.
Ripper!
Alright, so the chrono ring. I will actually show it off when we get back into shipwrecks, but the thing, this is what I was waiting for to do the time trial. And that's because one of the achievements in the game requires you to get a best time on one of the time trials while you are well, you have the chrono ring equipped. So really we can see some rainbow scales I missed with these little glowing lines. I didn't really intend to do it that way, but whatever. Honestly, they're all pretty easy to find if you just poke your nose in, so, I don't care enough to actually turn the cheat off. Get up there, Ty. Thank you. So let's head back to the other area and get that time trial, shall we? I really like the way these boomerangs look. They're kind of my second favorite boomerang in the game. Okay, you can see that there's a rainbow scale under the machine there, next to the line. Also, you can also see the opals are back now.
What are your legs?
Steel flippers.
What are they gonna do?
Hurl me through the water. I hope.
Ho-ho, let's race!
Yep, the first is the Inferangs. I really like the Chrono Rang, but just the way that the clock face looks, I'm not fond of. So that does happen sometimes. This is basically the spot where I actually found that, oh, the dive is kind of useful. It gets high underwater quicker than hitting it from the surface does. Also, tide comes to a stop when I hit the surface, because if I hold forward while he's underwater, he will actually go down. So I have to wait until he hits the surface before I hold forward again. The water tide. Also, I have no idea why Rex is so far behind. I do mean far behind. I don't really know what happens there.
Well, I'll be a sea monkey's uncle. You beat me. You're a corker of a swimmer, mate. Here, you deserve this.
Ooh, it's purple.
Sweet.
I love Ty's just quiet sweet. Alright, now let's go find me an enemy so I can actually show off what these do. Hello, volunteers. So the Chrono Rang. It slows time around them. That's all it does. That's why I don't like it more. Unfortunately, much like the Inferang, it's not very useful. The Inferang can still be used as a normal damaging boomerang, though. This just slows them down. Including their invulnerability frames. But it's good for lining up fight attacks, if nothing else. I don't know if it works on turkeys, though. I do know the Freezer Rang does, but I don't know if the Chrono Rang works on turkeys. But that's all we came in here to get, because we now have everything here. So if we look, we have everything in 2 Up, everything in Walk in the Park, Shipwrecks, Bridge on the River Ty, Snow Worries, Outback Safari, Liar Liar Pants on Fire, Beyond the Black Stump, and now Rex Marks the Spot. We have now officially grabbed everything collectible in the game, which means it's just time to move on. And I need to start here.
Smashing work, Ty! It sure was hard yakka, Julius.
Hard
Hurry,
yakka.
let's get the talisman. Now, I've got a lock on the talisman. Oh, this is getting easier every time.
I kind of like how the lines are even in the cutscenes. It just kind of amuses me. Alright. And that's the problem with this fight you've seen immediately right there. The hitboxes are awful.
You should try a two-pronged attack. Maybe fire, then ice.
I think what's going on is there's apparently a shockwave attack, but you physically can't see it because of the ice, because of the snow. So that happens. So the first thing you need to do, yeah, I think there's a shockwave. I can just barely see it now that I'm looking for it. The first thing you need to do is burn off the outer shell, the outer fur. Then when you've done that, use this to melt the ice. So it has to be on first. Yeah, I can't see the shockwaves for shit. So, that's the only way I consider this a bad boss fight. It's really hard to see anything. Since you know the shockwaves are pure white on snow and actually go into the snow drifts instead of the logical thing of staying on top of them. Meet Fluffy. Yes, her name is Fluffy. Ty doesn't know what that means. And this last one is easy. Just hit it in the head with the freezer ray 3 times. And that's Fluffy.
I have to say, I am impressed. But Boss Cass is gonna be peeved. You know, if things were different, we could have been a team.
I'm pretty sure that's meant to be referencing something, but what, I couldn't tell you.
I see you have retrieved the 3rd talisman. Do not become complacent in your quest. There is still much danger ahead.
Well, I have to admit it. You're not doing such a bad job, mate. Well, adequate, maybe, but not bad. Now, Julius is waiting for you back at his lab. I think he's got a new gadget for you. Bonza!
Nothing pleases you, does it, Murray?
These lightning thunder eggs are simply fascinating. Why is this so?
Excuse me. Sorry.
Simply, they produce even more energy than all the other eggs combined. Oh dear. I hope it's safe to channel all that energy into my machine. Well, Ty, there's only one way to find out. No, oh, it tickles. This must certainly be a Zappyrang.
Ah, sweet as!
Oh, be careful with it, Ty. It's quite a shocker. Oh dear.
So we actually have all of the boomerangs we can get now. You might notice that there's actually a spot up there for another one. That'll come into play in a bit. Alright, so first things first is we need to go back to where we were to pick up the rainbow scale that was underneath Julius's machine. Because we're going to go grab all the rainbow scales before we move on, because God knows I'm going to need it. There should be 2 left after I grab this one, I think. No, there's 4. I've missed 2 somewhere. Did I grab the ones up at Bly Bly Station? I'll just have to have a look around then, won't I? Yeah, the Zappy Ring is electrifying in that it's an electrical attack. Unlike the Flamerang, it actually has a unique death animation. Sort of. I got that, and I got the two behind the houses, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'll show it off first chance I get, which I'm gonna get a lot of chance to show it off, but I'm actually gonna be using the Mega Rang mostly, and the Kaboomerang in the next levels, and you'll see why. Let's go pick up the two where I know they are first. Oh, there's one right there that I need to glide down to get. This is kind of cheap, but I've already collected them once, legitimately, so I don't really care. Also, I missed that pitifully. Wow. Way to go, me. So the Zappy Ring's environmental thing is to power the generators, which is very... Mostly because there's not very many of them, actually. I can only think of one other generator I've ever seen. Let's grab that rainbow scale and see if we can figure out where the last one is. None of them are ever in boxes or anything, so we just have to run around until we can figure out where it could be. So I got the two from Julius's house, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Have another this hasn't happened to me before. I actually grabbed all of the rainbow scales just normally up until I opened that gate. So when I grabbed the extra one hidden behind the wall there, I got 25. 24, whatever. So, this is just entirely a game of, well, that hasn't happened before when I'm streaming it. Okay, tip number 2. Also, yeah, the Zappy Ring will not hurt you when you fall in water. It's not quite that realistic. I'm gonna go check out our Julius's machine in the fire area. That's probably the only place I could think of where I missed one. And I wouldn't be able to see the line, I mean. Aha! Sneaky! Apparently I did miss one more. I don't know why I thought there were 24. Is in here? No, I didn't. This is a problem. I'm not sure where it could be where I wouldn't see the line. I'm certainly very glad I have these lines on now, considering I have apparently completely forgotten where every single rainbow scale is. No, for some reason I just thought there were 24 all of a sudden. I don't know why. I just kinda did. Okay, so... where is it? We checked in the 3 main areas, so I know I've got the ones that were under Julius's machine. So I just got the one under it in the black stuff area. I checked Blah Station and I checked down whatever that one was. And I got the one in the gate area as well, or 2 in the gate area. So where is it? This is kind of distressing, actually. Aha! There you are.
Ah. I see you have found the rainbow scales that were scattered across the land. As a reward for your ingenuity, I give you a special bunyip gift. The resilience of a great warrior. May you battle well.
Yeah, I don't actually mind, like, looking for those without that cheat, but, that would have taken forever for me to find those little ones. I don't like doing that on stream. That didn't seem like it did anything at first, but if you actually pause, you notice you now have double health. You also have double air and water, so Ty basically can't drown now, unless you were really, really not paying attention. But we have got basically 100% now. All we have left is to go and beat up Boss Cass. Are you ready for it? Excuse me again.
Did you take care of our little problem?
I tried, but, he's stronger than I thought.
He's stronger than you thought. How hard can it be? He's just a little orange rat.
He has friends. The bunyips are helping him.
What? Then the stakes have been raised. To take over the world, I must have those talismans. I need them to open the portal to the dream time so I can banish all those annoying warm-blooded mammals once and for all. Present company accepted, of course. Well, if our orange friend is so intent on finding the talismans, then I say let him. My metal menace here will take care of him and steal back the talismans to boot. It's so simple, it's brilliant.
Yeah, that was quite a pause before he said that, wasn't it?
No one has ever come back from this inhospitable place, so tread carefully.
So yeah, you actually can get a good look at Sly there this time. Remember what his boomerangs look like, 'cause that'll be important later. Here's what the zappy rings do. These guys still protect themselves with their cricket bats, though. So as I said, the one goal for this area is just get to the end. There's nothing to collect, there's no buttons you have to push, just get from one point to the other. And we're gonna be kind of rushing through it. There's not really anything to see either. It's just kind of another jungle level. A lot of spikes that are hard to deal with. And ninjas, lots of ninjas. Yeah, there's no exploration here, there's no point to exploration, so... I like this to go by fairly fast. I'm gonna swap the Mega Ring now that I've shut off the Zappy Ring. For some reason, this level is full of the basic frills and the cricket bat frills. I'm not sure why. So that was a cheap trick, putting it right after a blind spot. That was in a blind spot, you rude jerk. we immediately get here, immediately dive underwater to dodge the croc. Also, yes, it did just bounce on both the cricket bat dudes and the crocodile. I think the Mega Ring's gimmick is that it's supposed to be, hold it and pose better. Hi, thank you. I'm not totally sure. I timed that pretty well. Didn't time that one pretty well, though. I probably could have gotten away with it if I'd actually tried. I didn't want to fall and have to go all the way back up. Same here. I do like the look of this place, though. Even if it's more of a just run through it and get through it kind of level, I do like the way it looks. Oof. That was a cricket bat jerk. Also, the cricket bats don't actually hurt you. When the balls they hit it, you don't actually hurt you. They just knock high around. More bouncing with the Mega Ring. And you have to bite those dudes. Boomerangs don't seem to work unless you use the Flamerang one after the other. Why threw time in the water to bite the crocodile, I do not know. But that's why you kill the crocodiles before moving on. It's very good for keeping them out of the way, yes. What happened there? A little too far, Ty. Oh, shaking yourself like a dog. Bug. Bite all the frills. I guess you could, in theory, just swim over here if you didn't care about the crocodiles. Come on, come get me.
This is it, Ty. You're about to enter Boss Cass's lair. There's a lot of strife ahead, so do your fair dinkum best to make it through in one piece, okay, Ty?
No worries. What's the matter, Maury?
Sorry, mate. I've just got something in my eye, that's all.
Sorry's worried about us.
She'll be right, mate. She'll be right.
Good luck, Ty. Good luck.
He's a crotchety old man, but he loves us. So this level. This is my least favorite level in the game. It's not because it's a bad level or anything. It's not. It's actually really useful. Or not useful, it's actually really neat. It's my least favorite level because it does two very stupid things. Also, the power of the Mega Ring. I don't know why this place is flooded, but... And here's the first one. That is the first really, really stupid part.
You showed those frills a thing or two. By the way, one of them dropped this.
Who dares disturb my slumber? What are you trespassers doing in my cave? A talisman.
Surprise! A perfectly capable female character is now a damsel in distress for literally no reason.
Buzzcat is going to love this.
Like, Shaza is a ranger. There's no reason she can't kick that lady right in the face. Also, her name is Shadow. And her bats hurt you and you can't do anything about it. Maybe you have to hit the button to trigger the ventilation shaft underneath her to hurt her. Yeah, that's why I don't... That's one of the two things that makes me not like this level. There is literally no reason Shaza should be a damsel in distress. She's a ranger. She knows how to fight. The only time she asked Ty for help was when she needed extra help. So yeah, I got big feelings on that stupid trope. I jumped a little too early. Yeah, but in both cases they were a reason for her doing that. Sorry, I have to we're trying to focus on jumping as well. But my basic point is that Shaza's never been presented as helpless. So it just bugs me a lot. Yeah, the Mega Ring is really helpful here. As you're probably seeing. It has its double health, especially when I do dumb stuff like that. the final button is just up there. Yeah, you literally just have to take the attack from these bats. I don't know of any other way to make them stop. Even off she flies like the pitiful little twit she is.
Thanks, Possum.
That's the other problem I have here, is that there wasn't really any reason for Shazza to be here except to be saved. I think it would have been much more interesting if she was whisked off by Shadow and then, like, beat Shadow up or weakened her for you or something. Alright, so I showed off the Mega Ring. Let's show off this. Especially this large group. Look how far that went! That took out all of those people! No, she really didn't, did she? And I'm pretty sure her voice clip was the same one used earlier, so they might have just recycled it. Here's the other part that I think is stupid in this level.
I told you we'd meet again. I'm gonna enjoy this. What? What are you doing?
I'm giving you a hand, mate.
Let go of me. You're gonna regret this.
Boss Cass is a right-hand henchman taken out by the pussiest of boomerang throws. I'm not against Sly knocking, or Ty knocking him over and helping him up, but that was the pussiest throw! He should not have fallen to that. That was just really stupid. This final area of the game feels kind of rushed, if I'm being honest. Both of those odd, meaningless sections and the really pussy way Sly goes out just feels very rushed.
At last, we come face to face. So you're
So
the
Cass's eyes are
troublemaker I
messed up.
keep hearing about? Well, this is the end of the line for you, you meddling rat.
Okay, step one in this boss fight, move. They immediately put you directly in the line of harm. See, I noticed I've already took damage because of that. I don't know why they did that, but... So the goal here is to freeze all of these... all the flamethrowers, and to break them. And you freeze them by using the freezer rang and break them by biting them. It's fairly simple. I'm jumping to get tied to lock onto a different one if you're wondering.
Why, you little... I'm gonna make you pay for that. Hey, 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 hey! Stop that!
So with that done, break this and go inside. Inside we break these. You have to hit each of them twice to count. Also, the enemies are infinitely respawning, so don't bother trying to pick a fight. The Kaboomerang can get you some space if you're having some trouble. having trouble hitting it because of Ty's lock-on.
Ty! You'll need this!
Sly! What are you doing?
What I should have done years ago. I'm giving him a hand, mate.
After all I did for you?
What? Lied to me? Good luck, Ty.
You traitorous Tasmanian tiger.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in the credit sequence. Because that's something I kind of want to address. So here is actually the final boomerang we get. It's the Doomerang. It's different from what Sly was using earlier, but this is apparently a family heirloom. But more importantly, it's basically a remote-controlled rocket. And this is a long section that I have to start over if I mess up. So I'm going to kind of concentrate here. It actually doesn't control very bad, it just controls very sharply. Even a tiny tap will make it move a lot, so you need to keep that in mind when using it. It's actually fairly responsive, it doesn't control bad at all. Kind of surprising considering the times. Also, it's a very spacious area. And done. That's it. That's final boss fight. And Cat's face planted.
Bonza!
The talismans are back where they belong. Order is restored, and chaos has been averted. All thanks to you, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
No problem, mate. I'm just doing my job.
Look who it is. Go on. Go on, Ty. And we get a cheesy end screen. Okay, so basically to talk about that, there's not actually a lot of details, but what we know is that when the Tasmanian tigers were sealed, Sly and Ty were left behind. They are actually siblings. Sly is a year older than Ty is. They're not twins, but they were siblings. And they were left behind when their parents were sealed in the dreaming, or whatever he called it. We don't really know how they separated. I would assume that Sly, being the older one, kind of went out to try to find where his parents were. But they were separated. Ty was picked up and raised by the Bilbies, which you saw him playing with them earlier at the intro video. Sly was picked up by Boss Cass. Boss Cass took Sly in, so to speak, and told him his parents had abandoned him. And so while Ty grew up fairly loved, happy, generally a nice childhood, Sly grew up in a very bad situation. He grew up with Cass exploiting him, training him, telling him he was abandoned,
What
putting
are you
all
still
this
doing here? The game's over. Go read a book or something.
putting all of this this bad stuff into his head. And Sly and Ty were actually apparently young enough they did not remember either their parents or each other. So we don't really know what happened after Ty pulled Sly up. There's no details whatsoever on it. My general theory is that Shazza caught Sly and told him what was going on. And you can kind of see in the cutscene before the Cass Pass area that Sly is having some misgivings about Cass. And I think that Shazza just told him what was going on and talked him into it being real. Maybe the Bunyip Elder helped, who knows. So that's why Sly did a very sudden heel-face turn, because he realized he's been lied to this whole time. The dude who told him his parents abandoned him was the cause of it. So he turned on Cass and he went to help Ty out. Sometime between this game and the sequel, Ty and Sly figure out their siblings. We're not told how, I just assume his parents said it. Because his parents were there. So I just assume that's how they figured it out. And Ty and Sly actually get along pretty well for siblings, apparently. But that is what happened with the two of them. That's why Sly was on Cass's side. When I said the Doomerang was a family heirloom, apparently that was from his father, which I believe you could see in the intro cutscene. The Doomerang was passed down in Ty and Sly's family, and Sly got it somehow. So that was the whole thing. But yeah, that's what the heel face turn was about. Like I said, I feel like the last section was very rushed. And I don't like the fact they find out off screen, but that's how it goes. So I will say I love this game. This game has its problems. It is a game made in 2002 and it really shows at times. It has its problems. But I love this game. I think it's a really good game. I think it's worth playing through to the end, even if you don't want to 100% it, because you just don't feel like it. You don't like the way the gathering works. You don't like what some of the Thunder Eggs or the gears are. And I understand that. And if you don't want to 100% it, I don't think you should 100% it. But I do think this is a game that really needs more people playing it. It's a really, really fun, really charming game. And I don't think I have ever seen a game this Australian since. I don't think I have ever seen a game just so completely submerged in the Australian slang and setting and all this stuff. And it's a shame, because it's really interesting. I like it a lot, but I haven't seen it. So as I said before, I have played the sequel. I have not played 3 and I have not played 4. If I could somehow get my hands on the sequel, I would gladly play that. I don't know that I would 100% it, because I don't remember ever 100%ing it when I was a kid, but I would sure give it a try. And if I somehow got a hold of 3 and 4, I would play those as well. I'm just not going to buy 4, because like I said, from everything that I heard about it, it was a side-scrolling game, and I'm not interested in paying money for a side-scrolling Tasmanian Tiger game. The same way I'm not interested in paying money for a Banjo-Kazooie kart racer. There's nothing wrong with it, I just personally don't want it. So I'm not gonna... I mean, I'd play it, but it's not... Unless it was like $1, I'm not going to drop money on something I'm not really all that interested in. Also, I do like the way that Cass cut in here in the credits, though. What are you still doing here? Game's over. Go read a book or something. Though I almost talked over that. But it's a good game. It's a really fun game, and I really think it deserves being played. Or at least tried. Like, if you don't really think you'd like it, wait till it goes on sale, get it for like $3, $2, but try it. It's really fun. That's really all I can think to say. That and, I like the fact that Boss Cass actually didn't make fun of Sly when he mentioned the friends. Like, oh, that's actually changes everything, and he was legitimate about it. It's also kind of weird that his first name actually is Boss, apparently.
Scoot!
I actually talked over him there, but... It is kind of funny, his first name apparently is actually Boss. I'm not... I know that was just meant to be a gag, but it's... thing.
Sorry, mate.
How dare you?
Oh,
That cost
the
a lot of money.
game glitched a bit. Anyways, here's the stinger. The stinger proves that, well, Boss Cass actually is Dr. Robotnik. This thing is apparently called Psy, according to the achievement. What was supposed to happen at the end of the credits is you hear the kaboom in the background, and you hear Boss Cass yelling at Ty for breaking his stereo. Ty apologizes for breaking the stereo. For some reason that kind of overlaid into the stinger, and I don't know why, but yeah. So we actually do keep the Doomerang in the Steam version. You don't in the console versions, except maybe the Xbox 360? I don't know. You can throw it. You can't throw it while you're jumping, but if you're on the ground you can throw it, and it functions exactly the same way. It's helpful for later Thunder Eggs or stuff, I guess. But I think allowing you to keep it is more a novelty than anything. But for finishing the game and getting 100%, we actually got something besides that stinger. We have to go over this way to check it out. Come up over here. And you notice there's two portals here now. In the games, there are actually two versions of the bonus world. I believe the GameCube got one, the PlayStation got the other, and the Xbox version got both. So we have both for being in the Steam version, but these bonus worlds are honestly basically nothing. They're picture collecting worlds. There's invisible boxes and pictures all over the world that you can just run around and pick up. You know, grab the pictures, stuff. You can burn that to get a switch to make stuff move. You pretty much just run around, find the switches, hit the switches, break invisible boxes, get picture frames. That's basically it. Like you see, this is basically the extent of the level. Like, I mean, you can go down here, and there's a little spot down here with more pictures. There's a generator over here that powers stuff up. Like, that's basically it. The bonus worlds are just gathering a bunch of picture frames. And the other bonus world is the exact same thing, but at daytime. So, I mean, I'll show it, but I'm not going to finish these because they're picture frames. I don't care about the picture frames. But yeah, see, it is the exact same level, just with slightly different platforms and spy eggs, and it's during the day. But it's exactly the same. There's basically nothing different about it but these things. And there's no generator here. But that's it! So that's your reward for 100%ing, which... I'm not big on the bonus worlds, but I just wanted to 100% it anyway because it's a fun game. And it's fun for me to 100% it. So, that is actually all the game has to offer. So yeah, it's, like I said in the credits, it's a really fun game. I think everybody should play it if they can get it at a reasonable price to them. Now, if you don't want to 100% it, don't 100% it, but it's fun. So, there's one last thing I want to show off before we quit. you go to the extras, also you can see here it shows that his name is Sly. There's something called outtakes, which is, I guess the animator's just having a little fun. It's very rough animation, but in the form of like film outtakes, which I find it kind of funny, so let's take a look at it. Yeah, but you get those videos way earlier. What I mean.
That was an accident. Ty! You'll need this!
Whack!
Whoa! G'day, Shazza.
What did I do to you?
Yeah, it's just a small little thing, but I found it kind of funny. But yeah, what I meant was that, like, it reveals his name way earlier than the final boss fight. So I'm not really sure why I kept it quiet. Also, the spoiler achievement that you get for beating him is called Brotherly Love, so... That's it, though. There is the gallery option, but I will not be showing it off. If I get all of the picture frames and get the whole gallery on my private file, I'll make a bonus video and post it with all the pictures and going through the gallery one by one to show it off.
There's no point in mucking about.
But that's it. That's basically all the game has to offer. And it's a really good game, and I really like it, as I've said multiple times now. But yeah, so... Unless I get that bonus video up, then next time...
Why don't you have another go, you mug?
Whatever we do next time will be something completely different. So, I'll see you then.